Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with a reading for you. Spirit, let's just see what is the most important messages that the collective needs to hear right now. I got clear quartz just landed right in my hand. I mean, plain as day. It was like, take me. Let's see what this one says. It's the number 15. So 15, we've got clear quartz may be a common stone, but it all remains one of the most powerful and versatile crystals. It can bring clarity or help to bring clarity to the user, protect against negativity, and is also known as a master healer. It holds the ability to amplify all the energies around itself, including those of other crystals. It says, clear quartz is encouraging you to release any negativity that you may be feeling. There is too much beauty in life to let anything other than positively fill you up. Right? There's too much beauty in life to let anything other than positivity fill you up. Take a moment to close your eyes and call attention to everything that has been preventing you from aligning with your highest self. With each breath in, imagine that you're filling a balloon with what no longer serves you. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and exhale out, imagining that the balloon is floating away. Let the weight of whatever held you down roll off of your shoulders. Life is too short and too precious to be held back by anything. Sorry, you guys, my eyes are getting worse and worse. Or it's the lighting that I have, but my eyes are getting worse. I've actually been having to wear my glasses a lot more lately. But yeah, so, and that's funny because I've been seeing a lot of moths. Oh God, as much as I don't want to read the moth, I know I need to read the moth because it showed itself to me and I looked for a reason. Normally, all right, so the moth says, I embrace transformation. As its delicate wings take to the starlit skies like ribbons, the moth is a sight to behold. Like the butterfly, it too emerges from metamorphosis as a winged beauty. It flutters through the sky in magic and wonder. A period of great transformation is upon you. To reap its full benefits, you must be willing to embrace the darkness of the unknown and trust you'll come through the experience as an even more incredible version of yourself. Allow yourself to witness and appreciate how major changes provide deep clarity about who you truly are. While sudden shifts and adjustments may feel like you've been thrown off your path, you have to trust the divine. You are exactly where you need to be. Any recent shift will only help to keep you moving forward. When one door closes, another door opens. Opportunities for growth are available to you in the now. So here's a journal prompt for you. Where in my life could I benefit from surrendering to allow change? Some of us, we're a creature of habit. And so it makes it really hard for us to want to go through changes. It's scary. Change is very, very scary. And, with the clear quartz, it's like asking you to release anything that's negative. And that's people, places, and things, or it's even a mindset that could be holding you back that's also negative. So it's like the butterfly here. We are going through this major metamorphosis as a collective. We're letting go of old ways. Um, so let's go ahead. Which cards do I want to use? I want to use these ones. The energy oracle cards. Okay, Spirit. So, what messages do we have? Whoa, face down. Spirit, please show me what do we got here? Okay, so we got all tied up. Yeah, there is something negative that has had you all tied up, tied and bound to the situation. You see her here, right? And she's not tied up very tight, and she doesn't look uncomfortable for some reason. So let's go ahead and read her. She is the number 23. 23 adds to a 5. So in the past, There was something that I almost feel it shows a woman tied with vines around her wrists, body and arms. Receiving this card represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you and stopping you from moving forward. So that's what this is. And it's saying you're about ready to go through that metamorphosis. So if there is something that has kept you bound to it for a really long time, this talks about letting go of those cycles. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward, or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. Okay. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self imposed jail any longer. So I just heard Pisces loud and clear when I said that. Doesn't mean that you are a Pisces. We do have Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, and that can be like a prison of our own making, right? And with Saturn there. So it could even be our own vices, the things that we use to, whether you drink or you do drugs, or you're a shopper, or you just lock yourself away all the time so that you don't have to be around other people, or anything that can have you stuck in something. Okay, it could be food, even it could be an addiction to food. It's emotional eating. Spirit, please show me, what do we got here for the collective? So we've got hostilities and we've got attachment. So there have been things. Am I learning how to talk again? There have been things. We've got two number fives here now that you have been attached to and that you've been tied to for a really long time. A really long time. And it has created fights and arguments. And, there's this could be even about politics or health or, just even with all the shit we got going on in the world right now. Um, but I want to read the hostilities, number 26. I feel like it's almost like if there has been any hostilities, I feel like it's the end of hostilities for you. There's a major shift in the energies around you and even about you. And the universe is supporting your own internal shift as well. Whether the aggressive action has ended due to external factors or your own intervention, this card bodes well for more peace and harmony. Beware, however, that there may still be some action you have to take, and it may seem on the surface that things are slow in getting better. This card encourages you, letting you know that the inner vibrations are changing and the situation will be resolved. So if there has been something that you have been, and we have attachments to all kinds of things, and this is our businesses, it's our families, there's so many different things that we can be attached to, and they can perceived need and the choice to let go. So for some of you, your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. So that is what you've been tied to. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. So I feel like this is definitely the metamorphosis with the moth here. I almost feel like, the moth is the way out, is through that transformation, correct? And it's a transformation away from, away from these attachments, away from these people, away from these situations. The stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns. We talked about that here with the all tied up. And, you know, it could be a way of thinking, being, believing, seeing. It could be addictions, sex, drugs, rock and roll, even emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear, addicted to old, unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be of your own making. This card is telling you that it's time for you to take the action you need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. Key word right there, authentically. That is the most important takeaway in that. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. And until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. Okay? Keeping you angry, keeping you frustrated, keeping you in the same loop of fights and arguments, and, you know, keeping you tied to the same old karma and the same old chaos. There has to be a change. Through the chaos, there is this change. And what do we have here? We have the magician in the mirror. We also have 2 6s here too. And we have 2 8s. So 2 5s, 2 6s with the number 15 and the number 42, and 2 8s with 26 and 53. So through the change, there can learn to be more back and forth and reciprocity. And with the 8, you're going to see the material manifestation of that. So the magician in the mirror, I'm just going to continue reading out of the book because I really like these messages. So this represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together, they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mists of the fortune will clear into brilliant reality. I think that it's, you know, I've been getting this for a long time. It's like we are having to break free from any kind of chains or shackles that bind us. Anything. And it's funny because it's almost like this illusion that it's so much more than what it really is. You know, here we've got her bound and tied and up against this. I don't even know what the hell that is. What is that? A pole of some sort. But here she's all just tied up in like twine, you know, where she could just break it. So it's almost like in your mind, but the reality is such. And it's like, I get this like backing up against this sword. Maybe those swords are your thoughts as well. But I see whoever this person is going through a major metamorphosis, and you are finally ending one of the biggest transformations of your life. So what does this mean for the collective, Spirit? What does this mean in the long run for the collective? Okay, what do we have here? Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay, so again, you know what? I feel like you're breaking ancestral karma with the Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. And then it says, take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. One more, Spirit. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So it's definitely a matter of like seeing things from a different perspective. And it's almost like just pulling back your energy. You're not really having to fight anymore. I think that that's part of the lesson is like, we get so attached to the aspect of like fighting for what we want and fighting for what we believe we deserve. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. It just means that the timing, it's all about timing. It's all about when the transformation has occurred and when the universe says the transformation has occurred, not when we say it's occurred. So it's almost like, this is a resting period for you. Or for some of you, you are like feeling at peace right now, not feeling like, I think for a lot of you, you just don't have any fight left in you. I think that you're just at this place. I feel like for a lot of you, for those of you feminines, this could be where you have graduated, like you're in that grandmother energy where, this is the grandmother of Jesus. So, imagine being the grandmother of Jesus like that. That's a serious role, in her life, knowing that she was, the grandmother of a disciple or whatever Jesus was. I am not familiar. I don't go into that stuff. So to each his own. I don't need a Bible therapy in my comments. But with that said, this is about laying foundations for the divine plan. And it was like, you had to go through these experiences. Like you had to. It's like, for real, you're closing off like ancestral karma. Um, this is happening so that you can manifest at the highest vibration possible. It's like, I look at this as like Pluto, right? And Pluto's getting ready to shift signs, and that's actually a really big deal. It's not a small deal. This is a really, really, really big deal. Don't let anybody downplay that. That hasn't happened in over 200 years. Okay. Over 200 years. I want you to go back and look at history. I'm not even going to tell you. If you're interested, go back and look at history. So whatever it is, if you are here incarnated at this time, it is a very auspicious time for you to be incarnated on this planet. And this is like not only just happening for you, but for your family, for all of the collective humanity. So whatever shifts and changes you're going through, it's because of your offspring, you know? These are some really awesome messages, you guys. I'm going to leave that here, subject to interpretation, to each his own. I love you guys all so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Let me know how this reading resonated with you. Thank you to everyone who has been commenting on my videos lately. I really do appreciate it. And for all my new followers, hello. Thank you for being here. And if you guys are not already, follow me over on Facebook and Instagram under the Footsteps to Peace. You guys, I love you all so much, and we will chat again soon. Take care.